Jay-Z now sues his abuse accuser, and the accuser stands by their claims. Put it up full mass. Oh, here's another twist and another turn. Weeks after the Jane Doe dropped her stunning allegations, Jay-Z is suing her and her lawyers for malicious prosecution and abuse of process. So Jay-Z is filing a lawsuit against the unnamed woman who accused him of sexual assault last year, claiming she has now directly admitted she fabricated those explosive allegations. Now that's part of their claim, okay? The new case filed weeks after the lawsuit against Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter, was abruptly dropped last month, alleges that the Jane Doe accuser and her attorney, Mr. Tony Busby, carried out an, quote, evil conspiracy to extort a settlement from the superstar by making, quote, false and malicious allegations against him. Notably, the new lawsuit says the Doe accuser has now voluntarily admitted directly to Jay-Z's team that the star did not assault her and that Busby pushed her to make those allegations. So in a statement to Billboard, Busby sharply denied the allegations, quote, "This case is baloney and has no legal merit. Sean Carter's investigators have repeatedly harassed, threatened this poor young lady for weeks, trying to intimidate her and make her recant her story. She won't. Instead, she has stated repeatedly she stands by her claims. These same group of investigators have been caught on tape offering to pay people to sue me and sue my firm. This is just another attempt to intimidate and bully this poor woman that we will deal with in due course," end quote. The blockbuster case against Jay-Z filed in December claimed that he and Sean Diddy Combs drug and sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl at an after party following the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards, the VMAs. It represented a shocking expansion of the already sprawling claims against Combs and came amid speculation that other stars might be implicated in Diddy's alleged decades of abuse behavior. Jay-Z forcefully denied the allegations, calling them a, quote, blackmail attempt. Last month, Doe abruptly dropped the case without explanation and without any kind of payment from Jay-Z. So TMZ has details regarding the woman's claims, and she has stuck by her story according to the publication. The anonymous woman who accused Jay-Z of sexual assault, in a sense, dismissed the lawsuit, is sticking by her story. She says he's intimidating and terrifying her. In the docs, the woman claims she was recently approached outside of her home and cornered by two people who told her they were investigators working for one of Jay's lawyers. She claims the people tried to get her to sign an affidavit stating that her sexual assault claims against Jay-Z were false, but she refused. The woman also claims the alleged investigators asked if her attorney, Tony Busby, sought her out as a client and offered her money to pursue false claims against Jay-Z. Two allegations she says that she denied. She claims the alleged confrontation left her intimidated and terrified, wondering how they found her when her identity had remained anonymous in media reports and legal proceedings. The woman even claims her parents were approached by two investigators asking similar questions about Busby and her sexual assault story. In the new documents, she reveals she decided to drop the claim because she was frightened by the reaction from Jay-Z and his supporters. She says she feared they would be publicly outed and subjected to public attacks. There are a few things happening here. Number one, she is still in the phase, or was still in the phase, where she's allowed to remain anonymous given what kind of allegation is being made. The courts shield alleged victims of sexual assault up to a degree. There are instances where everything could become public. So she's still at the phase where this is an anonymous filing, okay? It also says it happened when she was 13. Presumably, she's much older than 13 today, which would also mean that if this happened, if they were able to find her and if they were able to corner her, that somebody knew inside of Jay-Z's camp, if not Jay-Z himself, who this individual was. And they were able to identify her. Now that's troubling in itself, because now you're getting into witness intimidation and other dynamics that would completely crash the legal justice system. Beyond that, the narrative that she has dismissed the case and admitted to fabricating the story seems to not be corroborated by the publication that was able to speak with her directly and get her side of the story, which indicates, no, I was forced and cornered and terrified, and so I dismissed the case. Well, that's considered under duress. If that happened, that's under duress. And if you do something like that under duress, well, there are other remedies that the court may allow beyond that. And under duress in that particular scenario would be criminal. All of that would be a criminal dynamic. So this is all very interesting, and naturally everyone is innocent until or unless proven guilty in a court of law. But Sharon, if investigators, and I'm just thinking out loud, if investigators are going to this individual, they figured out who this individual was, they want this individual to sign this document, but wait a minute, the case has been dismissed. The case has been dismissed. The person has dropped the allegation. Why are you finding this person, seeking this person, going after this person? Because now what has happened, you have created potentially another case when it looks like at least that case was summarily dropped.
Yeah. Intimidation is what comes to mind for me, Doc. I don't know. We weren't there. Who knows? Music industry, we've talked about some of the disgusting things that have transpired, including with young women and men. But here's the thing. Rich and powerful people, you're talking about a billionaire who is accused, case dropped, whatever. Rich and powerful people have access and a legion of loyalists who will follow their directives. I don't know, like I said, what happened here, but some of the issues you've raised, something doesn't smell right.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the one-time accuser.
Yeah, we shall see, because it looks like this has now received legs of his own to go in another direction other than the original suit against Jay-Z, which is ironic.